So I'm gonna keep this meeting short and bittersweet. You know, I'm a firm believer in tough love, so I gotta give it to you straight. Our numbers are down from last month because our top producers are not giving us top production. And of course, our mediocre producers continue to give us mediocre production. Stan!
Hey?
Hey, man. I know it's hard seeing your woman with another guy, knowing that he's just tapping that ass every night.
I mean, she's not my woman, damn it. I drank too much at the company social.
Yeah, right. Just kills you can't have this anymore.
I'm not having this conversation again, please.
Dismissed. Stan, stay behind for a quick powwow.
Let me know when you're ready to step up your game.
Now think of me as the Steve Spurrier of managers. I rip your ass in public. I give you praise in private. Now, Stan, you are my most talented salesman, hands down. You have to stop pining over a woman, man. It's distracting you from meeting your full potential.
I am not pining, man. I mean, she's still hitting on me. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
Let me ask you this. How many plates you spinning?
Plates?
Yeah, plates. Like, how many women are you currently dating?
Well, I don't see how this is relevant, but none at the moment.
That's what I thought. Stan, when your knob isn't getting slobbed on a consistent basis, your production drops. And as your manager, I have to address this. So now I have to introduce you to formalized game so you can start spinning plates.
Well, what about you, huh? Do you have a girlfriend?
Come on. A guy like me is obviously spinning plates. Stan, have you ever touched a shooting comet?
No. I don't think you have either.
I am the comet, and you have come nowhere near my fiery tail. I will teach you, my son. I'll get back to work.
All right, I'm sorry, Kelly. I cannot accept your bro talk right now. It's different for women. With women,
Okay,
there's a
that
whole
is
lot of-
sexist. I deserve props for my accomplishments just as any guy would.
All right. Now, before we even get into this, does this game of yours happen to involve swiping right?
No. We met the old-fashioned way. As you know, I'm a fan of the old school.
Like those Chuck Norris posters?
In his prime, baby. So we met at the bar. I saw him looking fine, talking to his friends, and I approached him.
Look, it's way easier for a woman to get laid than a man, all right? Always has been.
And why is that, Paul?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Missy. Men are biologically wired to have sex when it's available, as opposed to women who are biologically wired to be selective.
I'm sure Jessica would love hearing this.
Yeah, she does get a bit huffy and puffy with these sorts of facts.
And can you elaborate on this biological difference, my dear?
Well, I'd be happy to, honey. See, the difference between male potency and female fertility create different biological instincts. Now, I'm not sure on the exact number, but I believe the average male can produce enough sperm in his lifetime to foster around like 12,000 kids, which is why, unrelated subject, why some countries have laws that limit the amount of sperm donations they can get from like one guy.
And female fertility?
Yes, and again, I don't recall the exact number, but I believe the average female can mother around 14 kids in her lifetime. So, instinctually, you have to be selective. And this basically goes across the board for the entire animal kingdom. Males are wired to mate with as many females as they can, and females are wired to find the best possible mate.
Okay, fine, but you don't think women can be smooth? I mean, I've seen Kelly talk to dudes, and she's pretty damn smooth.
Thank you.
Y'all just toasted like 2 minutes ago. You realize that, right?
There's no rule against it, is there?
I mean, actually, she was really smooth. She saw me wearing a Braves jersey. She came up and just started talking Braves baseball with me. I mean, how awesome is that?
Wow. He speaks. Isn't that incredible? All right, let me ask you this then, bud. Say she wasn't being all smooth and knowledgeable about Braves baseball. Would you have turned her down? See? Come on, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, look, even if you were much less attractive, let's say you were a 4.
I don't even want to know my rating.
No, I'm not. All I'm saying is if you were much less attractive, let's say a 4, you'd still probably be able to pick up a 9 or a 10 at a bar just by being available, all right?
I don't believe that.
And don't even need to say anything special, just like, hey, I'm horny. You want to come home with me? And then boom, you're getting that D in no time. Now, us men, on the other hand, we have to be smooth. Am I right or am I right?
Shut up.
All right, so speaking of your smoothness, I think I was drunk the first time you guys originally told me, but how exactly did you two meet? I mean, don't get me wrong, you guys make a great couple. It's just, you're so different. I mean, you're a vegetarian and he's...
I know. Well, we never would have met online, that's for sure.
Oh, hell no. She was at one of those meet his murder rallies protesting in front of a burger joint. Now, normally I leave these wackos alone.
Hey.
But she was in front of a mom and pop shop this time, so I just had to say something. Now, not only was she the most beautiful woman there, she was also wearing one of those stupid real men don't eat meat t-shirts.
And what is so stupid about those t-shirts?
It's the psychology behind it, babe. I mean, the expectation that the man is going to look at you, read the t-shirt, and think to himself, well, I'm a real man, so I guess I shouldn't eat meat anymore. I mean, come on. So I impressed her with my intellect, arguing about the morality of hunting animals for food.
No, I was impressed by the comical premise of the argument. He thinks, you know what, my dear, why don't you explain your rationale?
Okay. So, animals do not die of old age in the wild, right? They only have 3 options. Our little debate tonight would have been a lot more lively if John and Jessica were here.
Yeah, when they're in the same room, they never fail to entertain. You'd think they used to date.
What were they even doing tonight? It's not like either one of them are dating anyone right now.
Well, John thinks he's some kind of player now, so he's, in his words, sarging. And Jessica, well, she's fallen into the Netflix trap.
Wait, what? Just binge watching during all their free time?
Yeah.
Why? We gotta help them out. I mean, don't get me wrong, they can do whatever they want to do. It's just...
They're both happier when they're in relationships, and neither one of them wants to admit it.
Especially Jessica. I mean, so much as even approach the subject, she goes into her whole, oh, you think I need a man to be happy routine? What we need to do is think of a strategy.
Well, we can get them on dating apps. Most relationships start online.
Yeah, but the divorce rate is 3 times higher for people who meet online.
So we find a good guy for Jessica and a good girl for John ourselves.
Yeah. But...
But what?
Well, a high-value man isn't going to want to date someone unless there's a possibility of a long-term relationship. And with Jessica...
Why wouldn't a man want a long-term relationship with her? She's beautiful, she's smart, she's your cousin. I can't believe you're saying this about her.
I know she's my cousin, and I've loved her since she was a kid, and that's why I'm bringing this up, all right? I mean, if a woman sees marriage as an oppressive institution and any participation in household chores is the equivalent of slavery, you're going to be a little hard-pressed to find someone who's interested.
I mean, that's a pretty exaggerated version of her view, babe.
Oh, kind of isn't, so...
So what about John? I am so sick of his shit. His new so-called red pill awareness. That's beta. That's alpha. She's got to be in your frame. Dude.
I mean, he does have a few good points.
Paul, the guy refuses to compromise on anything. How's that for marriage material?
Yes,
What self-respecting woman is going to want to marry a guy that expects her to make all the compromises?
I agree. And I've straight up told him, I've been like, bro, you're going to have to watch a chick flick every now and then.
It's more than that, and you know it, Paul.
Yes, Misty, I do. All I'm saying is I think that John has fallen into a large group of men who have legitimate fears of marriage. That's all.
Oh, legitimate. Are we talking about other men, or are we talking about you?
Okay. We have talked about getting married.
Yeah, we've talked.
So, about other men's fears.
Yes, I've heard this from John so many times. Since no-fault divorces became law, allowing one person to unilaterally end a marriage, 70 to 80% of all divorces have been initiated by women. Now, feminists say that's because men are so abusive, but that's bullshit because the two most common reasons given by women who divorce their husbands are, I didn't need him anymore, or I knew I would win in court. Come on. Now let's get down to business. Are we gonna make this bet or what?
Okay. I know I can set up John before you can set up Jessica with someone long term.
No, by my parents' anniversary party, they have to be in a relationship with the same person for at least 2 months.
And if one of them finds someone on their own,
Still counts.
and the stakes.
If I win, Jessica's in a real relationship and John isn't, I'll make it easy for us in the future.
Okay.
I name our first kid if it's a girl, and you name it if it's a boy, instead of us arguing over names.
Well, okay, we haven't even gotten engaged yet.
Yes, but we've talked about these things, and we've been dating for 2 years.
That's true. More importantly, though, I'm getting the sense of some kind of Bobby Bonilla contract shit. I mean, the ramifications of this can go on for my entire life. You know, what if you pick some dumb celebrity type name, like Apple?
Well, all the more reason that you should help John and win.
All right. And if I win, John's in a long-term relationship and Jessica isn't, we do things the right way, and I get veto power over any name, boy or girl.
And obviously no sabotaging the other.
Well, obviously, we're here to help.
Seal it with a kiss.
Now, our job is to get you in the game and introduce you to formalized game so you can start spinning plates.
We are all well-trained in formalized game.
Mystery method, speed seduction, the London day game model, just to name a few.
Now, I'm not going to be as proactive as I normally am because right now there's a plate that's spinning to the top.
Congratulations, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, just don't get one-itis.
Hey, never.
Bet.
Now, first part of good game, inner game. We got to crush our approach anxiety.
Remember this, one woman, one vote.
Huh?
One woman's opinion of you only represents her view of you, not every other woman's view of you.
Exactly. You could get turned down cold by a 7, but a 9 will be all over you.
In the same night, bro.
One woman, one vote.
One woman, one vote.
Now, first thing we're going to do, throw your head first in the cold water.
No game. First set you see, go for it.
One of us is gonna go first, and then it's all you.
Trust me, you're not going to grow with that internet shit, okay? Time to Sarge. You ready? Let's go.
Remember this, 3-second rule. If you make eye contact with a woman, you have 3 seconds to approach her, or you lose all credibility. Go into the 4th set over there.
Cold water time. No game on the first.
Hey, I saw you sitting over here and I just had to say hello. What's your name?
I'm Sophia. What's yours?
Oh, that is a beautiful accent. Where are you from?
Poland.
Oh, very nice. So, Sophia, before I invite my friends over here, I have to tell you something.
What?
My mother told me never, ever date a Polish woman.
And why is that?
Well, it's because while they're beautiful and fun, but they're absolutely crazy as hell. Shit.
Crazy boy.
Whoa, damn, girl.
What?
I mean, you didn't notice you almost knocked my chest off? Like,
Are you going to cry about it all night like little girl?
No, I'm just saying we want to ease up with the sweet.
Desmond, you have good night.
You're a bitch!
What the fuck was that? I didn't know women could hit that hard. Come on.
Dude, they're from Poland. They were invaded by Nazis and Soviets. They were under communist rule for decades and fought that shit till the bitter end. They probably still have underground fight clubs just in case they gotta fight the commies again.
I mean, true, but still. I got my first one of the night out the way. Now, you can see things get a little weird when you're not using game. Now, for what you need to do.
Hey. There's a two-step by the old jukebox calling his name.
Listen, before you head over there, it's not just about getting the girl.
We want maximum arousal.
You want her basement flooded.
Exactly. And how do you achieve maximum female arousal?
Forbidden fruit.
Yeah. Now listen, when I pull into a small town and I see Confederate flags flying, I know I'm about to start popping pussy in no time.
Dads are telling their daughters not to date black guys. You know what happens. But what about us?
How to achieve something like the forbidden fruit.
Now listen, take those beautiful women over there. They've probably never been to Africa. But what we want to do is approach them like African tribeswomen, and you're throwing a spear their direction.
And the spear is a metaphor for your dick.
Yes, a metaphor. But you have to remember, men like to communicate overtly. Women prefer to communicate covertly. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Go over there, get your first approach out the way. You got this.
You got this, Stan.
Okay,
Come on.
yeah. I got this.
Exactly.
You just got rocked, son! Dude, what happened?
Yeah, apparently they weren't really into the whole African spear dick routine.
What? Wait, you led with that?
Well, you didn't tell me not to lead with it.
Oh my.
You know what, guys? This is my fault. We need to go through the process with them step by step.
Agreed. Remember this, all solid openers have one thing in common. They're different from what women are used to. How do men usually open up women?
I don't know. Introduce himself and tell her she looks beautiful?
Exactly. Never do that.
Why not?
Because you're putting yourself in the same category as thousands of other simps online telling her the exact same thing. We're going with indirect game here. Start with some questions.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a female opinion on this.
Good, you're going with the jealous girlfriend opener and they haven't shut you down. Now, before you get too into it, a woman will worry that if she gets into a conversation with a guy, he'll latch onto her all night. So we're gonna torch that concern right off the bat with a fake time restraint.
No, I totally agree, and that's what I've been saying this whole time. Hey, I actually got to get out of here in like 5 minutes, but do you mind if I take a seat for a minute?
No.
And what if 5 minutes pass and she's really interested? Wouldn't I be lying if I stayed past 5 minutes?
Trust me, she won't care.
Okay, she's reached the hook point now. She's giving you a legit shot. Now it's time to DHV. Demonstrate high value.
How do I do that?
For now, we need to show that you can bring fun and intrigue on your own. There's routines and chick crack quizzes that reveal general aspects of her personality. They're not difficult to memorize. Okay, looks like you're going with the palm reading routine. Kind of the lamest one, but it seems to be working, and that's what matters.
And now that we've DHV'd, isolate. The purpose of isolation is it's almost impossible to make an emotional connection with distractions. In other words, her friends or any possible male orbiters around. Once you've isolated, now is the perfect time to delve into deeper conversations to create that emotional connection.
So, if you knew that you couldn't fail at anything, what would be the first thing that you do tomorrow?
First thing I would do is...
Okay, it looks like the emotional connection is clicking.
This is when Kino really matters.
Kino?
Kinesthesia. Touching. Are you familiar with oxytocin?
You mean oxycodone?
No, my pill-popping friend.
Come on.
Oxytocin, the love hormone. It facilitates bonding between people. Once the emotional connection is there, Kino can really pump oxytocin like nobody's business. Here we go. Time to touch. All right, that worked to perfection. Now it's time for the kiss close. We all use different ones, and you've heard all of our pitches. Now, which kiss close are you gonna use?
Yo, pick mine, bro.
You know mine's is the best.
So, on a scale from 1 to 10, how good of a kisser are you?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
Anyway, it's such a double standard. If guys saw female volleyball players slapping each other's butts after a good play, they'd be like, look at that hot lesbian action. But when they do it on the football field, it's like supposed to be this super heterosexual display of manliness.
Well, there are rules to the football butt slap.
What rules?
First, open flat hands, no cussing. Second, only one slap per butt, and last but not least, no looking at a dude's butt after you slap it.
Okay, even so, think about when it's appropriate for a butt slap.
Well, after a good play, of course.
And after a bad play. Don't worry about it. You'll bounce back. Boom. Butt slap. After a bad play, boom. Butt slap. After a good play, butt slap. It's like, why can't guys just admit it? Getting a little gay with each other during the game hypes them up.
Well, maybe, but...
And when I point out their hypocrisy, they love to point out my alleged lesbian encounter in college.
Alleged?
It's like guys think that every girl who went to college had this, I'm not sure if I'm a lesbian phase, had a lesbian encounter, and then decided to go strictly dickly for the rest of their lives.
Well, did you?
Moving on. Damn it. So what's on your mind?
Well, how's the love life these days?
You know, just enjoying the single life these days. Pretty much going out with Netflix right now.
Yeah, I remember those days. So, when do you think you'll be ready to date again?
Who knows? Probably not gonna be serious about a long-term relationship for a while.
Well, what do you mean? You were much happier when you were in a relationship.
Maybe, but I never needed a man to be happy.
No, of course not. You were just happier, and I mean, that's what matters.
Maybe, but maybe I'll be happier focusing on my career. I'll play the fields, have some fun.
Don't leave my cards.
And, you know, wait till, like, I'm 40 or something before I settle down. You know?
I don't know, Jessica.
Come on. Guys do it all the time. I mean, they wait till their 40s or 50s before settling down like Clooney to start a family.
That is true, and Clooney is still fine as hell. But it's just different with guys.
How?
Well, the difference between male potency and female fertility.
Ew.
What?
Is this Paul talking?
No, it's not. Oh my God. These are actually my views, and maybe it's sexist for you to think they're not. I'm just saying.
I didn't mean it like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, in the 2 years since you've been dating Paul, it's like you've absorbed him through osmosis. I mean, yes, it's your views, but...
But Jessica, you've known Paul your whole life. You know he's right sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay, just hear me out. As long as men are breathing, it's possible they can father a child. 3 out of 4 men over the age of 70 can get a woman pregnant.
Yeah, but not without the help of Viagra or some procedure.
Yes, obviously. But, I mean, with women, we start to lose our fertility in our 30s. Now, Jessica, you know I'm all about choice.
Yes. Choice. I get it.
I'll support your choice if that's really what you want, but I just want you to weigh out the pros and cons of each choice before you make one, you know? Our time frame for biological motherhood is just less than men's.
Yeah, and that's not fair.
It's not fair, but what do you want me to do? Sign a petition and send it up to God? It is what it is. Also, there's one other thing.
What?
If you're gonna focus on your career, shouldn't you actually like your job? You hate your job.
I haven't found my niche. Come on.
Okay. Well, Paul and I want to set you up with somebody when you're ready. Will you at least consider it?
Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever?
I'll consider
it. Good. And you promised to come over and hang out with me and Paul this weekend?
Sure. Is John gonna be there?
Probably. But Kelly will be there too. We should have him outnumbered.
What up?
Oh, hey, guys.
Ladies.
Hey.
Slater?
What's up, my boy?
Oh. Oh, John.
You guys all playing?
John. We were all just talking about this, and even you'll think this guy's a major asshole.
Oh, even me? Even I will think he's a dick? So tell me, why is this guy a dick?
This jerk. So, he goes on a date with a woman he met online. And the next day, he texts her saying she's too fat for a long-term relationship.
Well, did she catfish him?
No, John, she didn't catfish him. Her profile photos were recent, and it showed her profile page.
Well, then we all know what happened, right?
What? What do you think happened, John?
Nothing but headshots. It's true, isn't
It
it?
doesn't matter.
Probably at a high angle, too.
It doesn't matter if it was only headshots. He should have been more respectful.
True. Yeah, he should have just ghosted her or told her he was gay or something. But let's not forget her part in all this.
Being a victim from going out with an asshole?
Jessica, this is what fat women do.
Wow.
They hide their weight through high angles and trick photography.
Fat by whose standards?
Her own standards. Knowing that the guy she wants online ain't gonna message her back when they see those love handles and back fat. Ugh.
I can't believe you're defending him. I mean, this is too much. Even for you.
Even for me. Again, all right, I'm not defending the guy. I'm just saying that she's at least partially responsible. As for him, he's mostly guilty of being naive. Come on, any man with any understanding of online dating knows that if you meet a woman who has only headshots, then you're rolling the dice with a very low chance of success, at best.
Okay, so he's mostly guilty, but not for the jerk text message he sent. For being naive.
Yeah, maybe it's what she needed to hear.
Here we go, with the tough love talk.
She's single for a reason. Maybe guys lying about this bullshit was hurting her in the long run.
I can't reason with you. Okay. Needing to know a woman's weight before you date her is shallow. End of story.
No, not end of story. What about you asking men how tall they are before you meet them?
How did you know that? Did you hack my dating profile? Before I was with Ken?
I didn't, but you just told me, baby. Yeah.
Why are you guys laughing? I don't get it. What is it?
Jessica, before I was with Misty, I did my fair share of online dating, and pretty much every woman asked me how tall I was before we met. I mean, hey, tell me, have you ever met a woman online who didn't ask how tall you were before you met?
Oh, man, I mean, I put my height in my profile description so they don't have to ask me.
But you put it in your profile because you knew they would ask, right?
No.
Right?
No. It's not the same. It's different, okay?
Yeah. It's so much worse. Because you can change your weight. How the fuck are you going to change your height?
That's a fair point.
That's a moot point in this climate. What do you think?
Well, I mean, it is kind of hypocritical for us to get upset over them checking our weight when we're always checking their height.
Oh my God.
Finally.
Okay.
Some sanity
Oh my
from the
God.
ladies.
Okay, all right.
Love
Let's
you.
just take a short break. Come on, guys. Let's girl talk outside.
Yep, I'm already out the door.
I'll be here when you get back.
Man,
You're going to be gone in a week. It doesn't matter.
Why did you have to bring him here?
I mean, he's my cousin and Paul's best friend. He's gonna be over here. Besides, what else are you gonna do tonight other than watch Netflix? See, this is why you should start dating again. Think of it as a fun third option for your free time.
Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with my third option tonight, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're gonna do it tonight.
Listen, I promise, he's nothing like John.
Yeah.
He's a real sweetheart. Just give him a chance.
Yeah, a real good chance.
Ew, would you
Okay. I'll go out with him.
To boys?
To boys.
To boys.
A day date? Why are you setting her up for failure?
I'm not, because the day dates equal friend zone argument is a myth. There are plenty of day dates that lead to successful relationships.
Provided it's not the first date. Our first date?
No, first dates during the daytime are fine. And besides, you should be proud of me. I convinced her to go to a barbecue for their first date. Now, she initially did not want to
Misty,
go. But...
is barbecue chicken involved?
Yeah, why?
Why would you do that? This is gonna be way worse than a typical day date.
What are you talking
No,
about?
Misty, where is this barbecue?
At Oakland Terrace? Why, are you gonna go save her from the evil barbecue?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
So, tell me about yourself. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Tupelo, but I don't really remember it. My parents moved here when I was 2, so even though I was born in Mississippi, I still consider myself from Panama City. Sounds crazy considering I was born there and so was Elvis. You'd think that I would have gone back to visit.
Oh, shit.
Man, get the fuck up! You fucking animal! Use your fucking napkins! What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, so there is some good news. They promise not to press charges as long as you promise never to see him or his family ever again.
Fair enough.
Hey, I love you.
I love you too.
Fuck, how do you keep scoring on me?
It's a little thing called finesse, my friend. And all right, sorry, John. There is no asterisk next to thou shalt not commit adultery in the 10 Commandments, all right? Look, it's not thou shalt not commit adultery asterisk unless your wife isn't giving enough BJs.
Yeah, but it's
doesn't work like that.
bullshit, you know? If she was doing her job as a wife, then you wouldn't have to
Doing
go
your job
out
as a
and-
wife? What are you talking about? Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. And you know, since you brought up the Bible, technically, spouses aren't supposed to turn each other down for sex. We're sold a false bill of goods growing up.
Okay, what bill of goods?
You know, the supposed future of a good Christian boy who waits until marriage. You know, yes, no fornication before your wedding vows. Then you and your dream girl fuck like rabbits for the rest of your life, but it doesn't go down like that. Now, does it, Paul?
They said it just like that?
Yeah, they said it just like that. We went to different churches.
Yeah, no, they're the red ones. All right, so how does it end then, John?
Little to no sex. Dudes are jumping through hoops for breadcrumbs. Meanwhile, women are manipulating their husbands by withholding the fucking until she gets whatever she wants.
John, not all women are like that. And besides, everyone knows that sex goes downhill after marriage, at least for some.
Oh, I knew you were gonna pull that NAWAL rebuttal. And no, sex does not have to go downhill after marriage. I mean, sure, logistically after kids, the frequency's not there, but the desire, the spontaneity, the passion. I mean, look at those couples who've been married for over 50 years. You've seen it, you know, he pinches her butt, she giggles, shit like that.
Okay, it sounds like they're still in love.
You are missing the point. They are still fucking. And do you know why they're still in love and fucking after all these years?
Why, John?
Because they stayed in his frame. He didn't become submissive to her. You know, this whole happy wife, happy life bullshit where the guy goes into, yes, honey, whatever you want, honey, mode 24/7. She gets turned off. That's not sexy.
John, there's nothing wrong with making sacrifices for your woman, all right? It's an important part of a healthy relationship, my dude.
Yeah, as long as the concessions come from both sides. But that's not how the modern married man operates. And it's always hook, hook, she's the boss. And do you know what happens after he becomes submissive to her?
What?
She thinks that he's beneath her. And then sex with you, not you specifically, I'm talking about like the general you, the royal you.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So sex with you becomes a chore at best and repulsive at worst. Then the inevitable nagging. Despite the popular opinion among men that women enjoy nagging or are somehow programmed to do it, they don't enjoy it and they don't want to. And what makes it worse is that when she does occasionally let you have sex with her, it is straight up bitch sex. She just lays there like a dead starfish. And what makes it worse than that, she was probably banging dudes left and right back in her college days. Think about that for a second. She was a slut for all these other dudes, and now she's a prude with you? Pardon the poor Trump impression, but worst trade deal ever. Hey, man. I'm just worried about you losing your frame.
And how am I losing my frame exactly?
Dude, I can't believe you don't see it. She redecorated your whole place and you're pretty much a full-fledged vegetarian.
Okay, she put a couple flamingos around the place.
Yeah, flamingos. There are only 3 acceptable birds for a man's place. Bald eagle, turkey, red-tailed hawk.
Okay, flamingos can be manly, all right?
Dude, they're pink and they're shaped like ballerinas.
Anyway, with the vegetarian thing, it's Monday through Friday, and it's to lower my saturated fat and cholesterol intake, okay? And veggie foods nowadays aren't that bad. You should maybe give it a shot, Mr.
Yeah. Oh, God. Sorry, I just got caught up in the red pill moment. Yeah, that was my bad.
It's not a good look.
I didn't feel good. But the message still remains. You must keep your frame.
Whatever, man.
Hey everyone, this is Stacy.
Whoa.
Nice to meet you, Stacy.
Whoa, hold up.
What?
Stacy, how old are you?
What? Why?
I mean, this is an adult-only party.
Like what? Are y'all swingers or
No,
something?
no. We're just gonna be drinking and talking about adult things, and you look like you could be a freshman in high school.
Look, I'm 19 and a half. Almost 20.
You know what? I believe you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still gonna need to see some ID, though.
Really, Misty? Bro, come on.
All right, just humor her and get it out of the way, okay? No biggie.
You...
You know what? I'm not taking this anymore. This is bullshit.
No, babe, don't go. Don't. I can't believe you did this to me.
Did what? Save you from statutory rape?
You saw her ID? She's 19 and a half, okay? Now go and apologize to her.
John, she's a baby. How did you two even meet?
At the mall, okay? What does it matter?
At the mall? Of course you would. That's disgusting.
Dude, I can't believe you're letting her cock block
All
me.
right, baby, Misty. Please.
What?
Please don't let your cousin get blue balls tonight.
Okay, fine. If you're cool with him joining the Babysitters Club, I'll go apologize.
Thank you.
Love you.
Rocking that cradle, huh?
She's 19
and a half.
Listen, I call it Costanza's Law, okay? It's not really a lie. You believe it. That's why women are such better liars than men. You know, they believe their own bullshit.
You know, John, maybe we're just complicated and you really don't get us.
Oh, and if by complicated you mean you don't know what the fuck's going on in your own head half the time, then sure. Think about the old, oh, I'm just looking for a nice guy routine. Who do they go home with? The bad boy. Am I right or am I right? Ooh.
There is a theory by a psychiatrist, a woman, who said that women go for guys who are not ready for a long-term relationship. And the girls, they're just not ready to settle down.
I like him.
Yeah, you might just make it to the second date.
So, she usually ends up marrying the nice guy, so she wasn't full of shit when she said that was the kind of guy she wanted.
No, she's just fulfilling her female dual mating strategy.
Ooh, dual mating strategy.
Yeah, it means two.
Oh, I genuinely want to hear about this one. Please tell me there's some kind of red pill nickname or something for this.
Yes, there is. I'm so happy you asked. Alpha fucks, beta bucks.
Oh. Alpha fucks beta bucks. I love it. Please proceed.
Okay, so women's reproductive instincts desire three things from a man: good genes, provisions, and parental investment. Now, ideally, she finds all three in one man, but over the past few hundred years, that has become exceedingly rare.
I can agree with that.
That's a burn on you, dude. So ultimately, she has to choose.
Oh, and how does she know which one to choose? How does she fulfill her female dual mating strategy?
Well, I will tell you, Jessica. So when a woman is in her physical peak and the ages of her highest fertility, late teens, early 20s, her body drives her towards the good genes.
Oh, I see. You mean the alphas, right?
Sure, you know, the guys that really turn you on. Good looking, bold, spontaneous. The bad boys, whatever. It's the guys that give you the tingles in your vajingles.
God. And then?
And then when she's past her prime,
Excuse me, past her prime.
yeah, you know, when she's getting close to 30.
Women in their 30s are still in their prime, and sometimes they're hotter.
Yeah, whatever, Misty. Even if they are hotter, which they're not, a high-value man isn't going to pick a 35-year-old over a 22-year-old.
Well, he would if he valued her life experience.
Yeah, life experience. See, this is when women who are past their prime start gaming the beta providers. Oh, when I was younger and banging all those other dudes and wouldn't give you the time of day, I was just confused. I didn't know what I wanted. But now that I'm matured, I see that you're the man of my dreams. You're my real fantasy.
So women do use game.
Yeah, and these beta chumps do fall for it. These same women who in their partying years wouldn't fuck those dudes to save their lives all of a sudden have an uncontrollable desire for these beta providers? And these guys wonder why the sex is so bad after they commit.
You know, John, for someone who thinks so little of women, you sure do give us a lot of credit for our alleged scheming. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Jessica, it's Friday. What should we do this weekend?
Oh, I don't know. Study for the finals or go to the mall?
I have a better idea. What if we start conning men into fulfilling our female dual mating strategies?
Ring, ring.
Hello. Alpha fucks and beta bucks, bitches.
Ring, ring. That was rude. Listen, I don't think little of women. I'm just providing uncomfortable truths, okay?
Yeah. And, what do you think about this?
Huh?
Nothing.
Cool.
Nothing at all. You know, John, I think you may have found the one.
Me too.
A girl who doesn't notice any of the things you say.
Whatever. Changing the subject. You coming to the falls with us this Sunday?
Not sure yet. We are having a little get-together at Misty's parents next weekend.
Just you, Misty, and them, huh?
Yep. I can't wait.
They know we're serious. You just have to give them some more time to warm up to you.
Yeah, well, we have been dating for 2 years now, so maybe your three's the one. Thank you. Thank you. I believe in you. 3 years.
Dude, you gotta go full-on pescatarian. You'll see your endurance levels go through the roof.
I gotta have meat sometimes, man. Real meat. 5 times a week is tough enough for me.
Well, hopefully you've kept it lean, but we'll see.
Shit! 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 Shit!
Bro, what's wrong with you?
Okay. So my diet hasn't been the best, but it's our 2nd anniversary. So
Dude, anniversary's like 1 day.
there's some other stuff too. I'll tell you what though, a white belt would surely be good for my self-esteem right now.
Nah, man, you know the rules. No shirking on the white belts.
You're right. You're right. Oh, I think I can still make happy hour.
Dude, it's a terrible alternative.
I'll chase my whiskey shots with light beer, just for you.
Fuck out of here.
Peace out.
Hey, good job. I noticed you're making a lot of progress these last couple of months.
Well, thanks. That's why I'm taking privates.
Hey, you know what they say? 1 private lesson equals to 3 group classes. You ready?
Sure.
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck!
I am so sorry. I don't mind taking him to the hospital.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's not a problem.
Is there anything I could do for you?
No, we're good.
Okay, just let me know, please.
Okay.
Oh, Misty, did I tell you that I ran into your Greg the other day? And he's moved to Dothan and starting his own practice. Ooh, Paul, pardon my voix. Gregory, and Misty used to date before she met you. He's a doctor, so.
Yes, I assumed he was.
A doctor? How would you know he's a doctor?
No, Misty's ex-boyfriend. Last 3 times we spoke, and you've brought up one of her exes.
You see, Paul, doctors have to work long hours. They wouldn't make it if they worked part-time like you.
Hey.
Nope, it's okay. As I've mentioned before, I work part-time because I make a substantial amount of residual income based off of my years working as an insurance salesman. That was one of the perks of the job.
So you did what? Just knocked on doors at people's houses?
Yes, I did make calls directly, but I also used a method called the pre-approach where I would get information and referrals on potential clients before I would actually do the work of going door to door.
And selling cancer insurance.
Cancer and accident.
And how did you sell it?
Well,
you fear-mongered people into cancer insurance in their home.
Dad, seriously.
No, it's all right. People do buy cancer insurance off of fear of loss. And if I remember correctly, you also have cancer insurance, isn't that right?
Yeah. We have Affleck, had it for years. We bought it from a duck.
Oh, so you don't think it's a little hypocritical that you
Okay,
actually don't
presents. What a coincidence that my father and my boyfriend have birthdays on the same day.
Ooh. I'm gonna open this one from Paul first, okay? Oh. Bay Beaches Spa. Nice.
Hey, it's VIP couples pass for the entire weekend, and there's no limit to the amount of massages you can get.
Okay. You next, okay?
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Love the wrapping. One pair of socks. It's amazing.
We were walking through the bargain bin the other day, and we saw those, and we thought, this is perfect for you. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Just like my mother would have gotten me. It's like they've run out of things about me to shit on, so they just keep bringing up old talking points. I might as well have a pre-recorded set of rebuttals and play them off my phone.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. I think with them, once they see grandbabies, you'll be a hero.
I don't know. My grandmother only started liking my dad after him and mom got divorced. And that was after 2 kids.
So, how into Stacy is John?
He's really starting to warm up to her. I think I might just win this thing.
Well, don't get too cocky, because Jessica's got a date with a guy that's just her type.
Type?
Yeah, a male feminist. What? What? No, what? What?
That's just perfect.
Shut up.
Hey,
Hi.
good to meet you.
Good to meet you too. Great to see you. Well, hopefully I didn't keep you waiting too long.
No, I got off work early, so I just came early for happy hour.
Are you ready for another order of cheese curds?
Sure, that'd be awesome. And another one of these?
Okay, absolutely. And sir, what are you drinking? I'll have what she's having. Too easy. I'll be right back with those.
So, tell me about yourself.
I love this. In a male-dominated society, it's expected that the man initiate and steer the conversation. But you reject that. You took control of the conversation. More power to you. You're gonna need some more time with the menu? Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, tell me about yourself.
Where do you want me to begin? I mean, when I first learned about women's rights or when I was a kid?
Okay. How about, when you were a kid? Where are you from originally?
I'm from Dothan. Not the best place for people like you and me, you know what I'm saying? Sexism. Perfectly acceptable.
Okay.
I mean, my mom didn't even have a problem with this. When I was...
You all right?
This isn't easy, but when I was 8 years old, me and my friends, we had a boys only club. The kind that wouldn't allow girls in.
Guess that's why they called it a boys only club.
Right? It just hurts sometimes, you know? How if I were a woman, I know I wouldn't be treated equally.
Mm-hmm.
And like, what am I even supposed to do about it right now? I'm only entry level.
Fuck it. Let's change the subject. You do, sports in high school? You look pretty fit.
Yeah. I chose the most toxic one. As that's what you're pressured to do when you're from Alabama. I played football.
Okay.
But hey, maybe it was the best. I mean, it gave me a place to get out my natural male aggression on the field instead of more harmful ways. But still, I feel that
Sneak.
well, this has been really fun. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica, I actually wanted to ask her permission for something.
Sure.
Can I kiss you goodnight?
You know you wish you were with an alpha right now. These male feminists, they don't give you the tingle in your vajingle jangle. You know it, and I know it.
Sure. But, come inside first?
Initiative. Can I touch your leg?
Sure.
Can I kiss your neck?
Sure, but you don't have to ask.
Jessica.
What?
Are we gonna have sexual intercourse?
Probably.
Then I'm gonna need your written consent.
You seriously brought this with you?
Yeah. See, I knew you would understand. Okay. Sign right here for intercourse. Great. And if you sign here, that's actually giving me permission to squeeze your left buttock for up to 20 seconds. Great, great. And sign right here. This is actually giving me permission to fondle both of your breasts for up to 30 seconds. Great. Jessica. Jessica. Jessica.
Huh? What?
Jessica.
Hmm.
Can you go see what that noise is?
Oh, so I should be flattered that you lied to me.
Well, think of it this way. You were, and still are, so hot and awesome that I felt I had to commit a little trickery in order to increase my chances. As I say, you never get a second chance to make a good first impression on the first date.
But you bought pita palace and then threw away the packaging to make me think you cooked it.
Yeah, I should have thrown away those packages in the dumpster. That was my bad.
That's what you regret?
Well, I wasn't being totally dishonest. I have considered going to culinary school.
I know. But you haven't.
Maybe I will.
Maybe you should. Yes, on our second anniversary, I'm pressuring you to commit to something you should have committed to a long time ago.
Sure thing. I'll sign up next week.
Good.
Uber's on its way. So, something I wanted to ask you.
Yes?
How serious do you think John really is with Stacy?
Oh my God, Kelly.
What? It is so fake. Especially when I hear it from one of those international supermodels. When I hear, I think that true beauty comes from within. I'm like, bitch, you really think you made all those millions based off of your inner beauty? Like, shut the fuck up and get back to your pose already.
Oh my God. Well, it's a good message, though. And you should support her instead of trying to bring her down.
Oh. I should support her when she says dumb fake shit like that. Why? Because she's a woman?
Well, yeah.
Okay, let's say I take a shit in your car.
Ew, gross, Kelly.
No, hear me out. Let's say I take a shit in your car, and it's a big, nasty, steamy dump on the front of your car.
Yeah.
You gonna support my deuce just because I'm a woman?
What's your point, exactly?
My point is that I don't agree with this idea that we as women should support and encourage each other just because. I think it's counterproductive.
Guys do it all the time.
No, they don't. I mean, guys rip on each other all the time.
Like how?
Are you serious right now?
I mean, okay. Think back to junior high, you know? Guys could just be chilling with each other at the lunch table, but as soon as a pretty girl sits down, they're gonna start insulting each other.
Yes, it's like there's this caveman part of their brains. Ooh, pretty girl here, must insult other men. Ooh, mine.
And it's like the closer the friends, the more they diss each other for fun.
Yeah, you know, it's like they're so afraid of their man crushes, they compensate with insults as jokes.
So true.
Yeah, but they don't pit men against each other like they try to do with women.
Yeah, they do. I mean, that's one of their favorite pastimes.
Yeah, why do you think they're so obsessed with their rankings? Ooh, Brady's the best of all time.
No, Marino's the best.
No, Montana's the best.
No, Manning's the best.
You suck, bro.
Nah, you suck, bro.
Suck my balls, bro.
You suck my balls, bro.
Okay, all right. Let's change the subject.
Okay.
You said you had something to tell us?
Oh, are you planning a surprise birthday party for Paul again?
No, it's actually way bigger than that. I'm gonna ask Paul to marry me.
What? Really?
When?
Monday after he gets home from work. He knows I'm not super traditional, and I think it'll be something to remember. Besides, we've talked about getting married and having kids. I'm not sure why he hasn't asked me yet, but why wait, you know? What?
I'm just trying to process this.
You don't think he'll be mad that I asked him to marry me, right?
Even if he was, he'd get over it.
Well, what do you think?
I think you two should have gotten married a long time ago. You know, it's just,
Just what?
Well, he's a Southern Baptist preacher's kid, right? That's about as traditional as you can get, so.
Oh, so you think he will be mad if I propose?
No, it's not that. It's just, well, think of other Southern Baptist men you know. I mean, Max, they date a girl a year before asking them for marriage. And if Paul hasn't asked you to marry him yet, then
what? Say it.
maybe there's something wrong.
Something wrong? There's nothing wrong with our relationship.
No, not that there is. I'm just saying maybe there's something.
Like what? I mean, what could it possibly be?
I'm sure it's gonna be okay. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, you two are going to get married, okay? We know it.
What were you thinking? You never bring your girlfriend to jiu-jitsu when you're a white belt.
Why not? I mean, she knew I was a beginner.
Stan, women will never admit this, but they fucking love when men could beat the shit out of other men. Thousands of years ago, women would hurl themselves at gladiators. These days, the finest porn stars line up to date MMA fighters. That's why she's not calling you back.
No, that can't be it, man. I'm telling you, she is not like the other girls.
Is she not? Is she not like the other girls? Think about that bullshit, I'm not like the other guys line we give to women. They do the same routine. You're like, oh, I'm not like the other girls. I like, it's bullshit. She is a woman, and her biology is driving her towards the alpha male. As soon as she saw you get destroyed on the mat, she lost interest. You know, she's probably fantasizing about banging that other dude as we speak. You know what? This is my fault. I should have warned you about the dangers of being new to game.
What dangers?
Like beginner's luck. And getting stuck with a girlfriend when you should be spinning plates.
Oh, beginner's luck.
Yeah.
No. I've been in sales my entire adult life, and I took to the game like a fish in water. You are just jealous.
Jealous?
Yeah.
Dude, my game could run circles around your game, okay? As soon as your arm heals, I'm gonna show you who's the boss, both in and outside the office.
And when my arm heals, I'll show you who the real game guru is.
Oh, I would love to see you try to AMOG me. But first, as your boss here, crushing it. Breaking all your own records, high five.
Yeah.
Second, as your game guru, I can't wait to put you in your place. Now, get back to work, your break's over.
Oh, shit, you're right.
Yeah, fuck off.
Okay. So we've heard my closing arguments as why I think the 2000s is a better decade than the 80s, which it is. But now, those in favor of the 80s.
Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, and Steve Winwood, Higher Love? Enough said.
Okay, all right. Jessica?
Boys in short shorts? Enough said?
Cheers.
How dare you objectify? Kelly?
Well, the 80s were better because it was the last decade before battle dancing.
What's wrong with battle dancing?
The fact that it's the dumbest shit ever, maybe?
What's so dumb about it?
Well, for starters, who's a better dancer than who is completely subjective, which renders battle dancing pointless.
No. There's awesomeness and then there's not. Shall we?
Of course.
Oh.
No. No. I don't like where this is going.
You gotta go do it.
I don't like that look. You just got served, bitch. Oh. Okay. Which brings me to my second point. There's no defense in battle dancing. So for you to come at me with the classic, you got served, as if I just got dunked on, your crisp dance moves have no reflection on me.
But your response does.
So try to serve us back.
And my third and final point. Whenever I bring up my disdain for battle dancing, its defenders respond by trying to pressure me into dancing.
So?
So what?
So, why are you so afraid to dance?
Yeah.
You were missing the point.
She's scared to dance.
I can tell something's on your mind.
No.
I just can't. So, what's on your mind?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
Stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
She was so perfect. I can't believe I got one-itis.
One-itis?
You know, when you start focusing on one girl and you lose her because you get needy? I can't believe I went full bait.
You know, not to rain on your pity parade or anything, but isn't that kind of the point?
What, getting needy?
Well, no, the one-itis. Isn't that kind of the point of being in a monogamous relationship? Focusing on one woman?
You don't get it. You're not red-pilled, but you're not blue-pilled either. You're purple-pilled.
Yeah, sure, John. You know, I'm not a Jedi yet, but I'm pretty sure that focusing on one woman doesn't necessarily make you needy. Enough of this shit. Get yourself together, man. This is way too much.
How can you say that to me right now?
Because this pitiable mass of tears, sweat, and other odors I can't even imagine is not expressing the proper emotions for your current breakup.
Proper emotions? Man, if we were women, you'd be supporting me right now instead of being an asshole.
True. If we were women. But we're not, are we? And as men, this is what gives us the winning edge. Calling out bullshit when we see it.
Bullshit? What's bullshit?
You and Stacy's relationship was bullshit.
What are you talking about?
No. The real question is, what were you and Stacy ever talking about? She was on her phone the entire damn time you were together.
That's just Gen Z, man. That's how they are.
Well, fuck Generation Z. It's more like Generation Suck on Z's nuts.
What?
Whatever. Look. No. Tell me the truth, John. What's the real reason you're so upset?
In the bedroom? She was top shelf. She was top shelf.
Thank you. Thank you for being honest with me. Come here, buddy. Come here.
Thank you. This feels good.
And now, I give the gift of tough love to you. Get over it. Look at me. Look. It was a disaster from the start. All right? All right? Good. Now get over it, man. Yeah, no, he'll be just fine. You wouldn't believe the amount of tears running down his face, so that boy is definitely hydrated, I'll tell you that. Hey, let me call you back. Hey.
Hey.
My God. Little spontaneous romance middle of the week. You know I'm down. What?
Paul, these past 2 years with you have been the happiest years of my life.
Me too.
I was meant to be with you, and you were meant to be with me. I just love you so much. So, Paul. Will you marry me?
Misty, let's sit down.
Are you mad that I proposed?
No, of course not. I just...
What's wrong then?
Nothing's wrong. I just don't know about marriage right now.
What's wrong with me?
Nothing's
I mean,
wrong with
don't you
you.
see me as your future wife and the mother of your children?
Of course I do.
Then why don't you want to marry me? Is it someone else?
No. Of course not. Why
Then
would you
what
say
is
that?
it?
Christ. Misty, I am so sorry. I'm not.
Paul.
Beer in the fridge.
I'm good. So, how are things?
Out fucking standing.
Well, Misty's so depressed that she doesn't even want to eat. Kelly and I have been taking shifts to make sure she eats enough. Jessica was MIA for a while, but she's going over to hang out with her tonight. Thoughts?
Yeah. I can imagine the guilty conscience you'd feel after you cheat.
Except she didn't cheat.
What do you mean she didn't cheat? She had sex with another man.
Dude, when you turned her down and let her walk out that door that night, you ended the relationship without knowing it.
That makes no sense.
Except it does. Do you know how hard it was for her to ask you to marry her instead of you being a man and asking for it a long fucking time ago?
Okay, hold up, Mr. Red Pill. How many times did you lecture me on the dangers of marriage for the modern man? Now here you are sitting here telling me I should have asked for her hand to marry me a long time ago?
Dude, you know there's always exceptions to the rule.
And Misty's the exception.
Yeah. Dude, she's the best thing that ever happened in your life. Do you know?
Wait, how do you know that? You haven't known me my entire life.
Okay, Paul, you fucking child. Name one thing in your life that's been better than these last 2 years with Misty. Yeah, exactly. Do you know how much she sacrificed for you? I mean, I've known Misty her entire life, and I've never seen her go out of her way for a guy until she met you. She even let you convince her to watch Star Wars on Valentine's Day.
Okay, she loves
You
George
need
Lucas.
to
It's
ask
not-
her to forgive you for breaking up with her that night.
Fuck this shit.
No, fuck you, Paul.
Oh, we're going there now?
Yeah, and fuck you for ruining her life. 2 fucking years, man.
It's open.
Hey.
Hey. Oh, do you want something to drink?
No, I'm good. Just here for you. How are you?
Not good. Depressed. After he turned me down, I just felt so stupid and embarrassed and, like, in a way, kind of used. Like, was he just using me to keep his bed warm until real wifey material came along?
You know Paul better than that.
Well, I don't know him well enough to know what's stopping him from getting engaged. All that in mind, Jeremy texted me asking how I was doing, and it just all happened so quick.
Like a car accident?
Yeah, like a big accident.
Like you just tripped and fell on his dick?
What?
Cut the shit, Misty. You cheated on Paul.
No, that is not fair. I was in a really bad place, and
I was in a really bad place, and I didn't know what I was doing. You're a grown-ass woman who can make her own grown-ass decisions. You destroyed Paul when you cheated on him.
I didn't know if he was gonna call me or where the relationship was going, or...
Well, maybe know next time, before you start fucking other dudes.
You are being such a bitch right now.
I hate you.
Optical zoom, Schneider lens, photo printer, SD card. Look at that horse. Big teeth, the hooves. Okay, my producer just told me this may in fact be a moth.
All right. Got a clash of the Titans tonight. Or we got our seasoned vet versus our star rookie. Who's starting us off tonight?
I'll start things off.
All right. Stan starting it off tonight. What? You mean the Polish girls almost knocked me out 3 months ago? They're insane.
Then I guess this will be a quick one. Follow me. Excuse me, ladies. Would you happen to know where the beautiful Polish women are?
I guess that's us. Pick a seat.
Oh, and please excuse my bodyguards. They're here tonight with me just to make sure that no one gets a little too handsy with me.
You crazy boy.
Is that all you got?
What kind of voodoo shit was that?
It's called a pickup artist, not a pickup scientist. This is an art form. And they're from Poland. So they're used to the masculine men. Every average man here is a
weak beta.
Precisely. And they are not going to lower their standards. No, to make sure that their potential sexual partner isn't feminized, they felt the need to dish out a masculinity test.
You mean a shit test?
Oh, is that what it's called in the manosphere?
Oh, shit test, yeah.
Shit test, sorry, shit test. And since it was an over-the-top shit, it required an over-the-top response.
Okay. That was awesome.
I know.
But don't think I'm giving you the guru title yet.
Hey, John.
Huh?
You could be my wing at any time.
You could be my wing at any time.
Hey. Hey, Kelly, Jessica, what are you guys doing here?
Well, I'm really sorry for the last conversation we had. But I'm here to make it up to you. She did it.
Did what?
She convinced me that battle dancing is awesome.
I don't believe that for a second.
Well, believe this.
All right, everybody, come check it out.
Okay, they're in. Now remember, guys, I cannot describe the level of disdain Missy's parents and some of her family members have for me, all right? They're gonna come in hot.
Hey, before I forget, I'm writing a romance novel about a cook who teaches jujitsu. I call it Love with a Hint of Jujitsu. I was hoping you'd read it and give me your thoughts.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, remember, just to go in there and demobilize.
Compassionate jujitsu. What? Yeah, so in the streets, you want to take them a little bit further than you would on the mats to make them tap. That way you don't hurt them, but they can't fight back because a little compassionate jujitsu.
I fucking love it. Anyway, we're wasting time, so ready, guys? Ready!
What the fuck are you doing here?
Oh, shit! Whoa!
Oh.
I'll save you, Uncle!
Ah! What the hell's going on? Get your hands off me!
Oh, stop! Stop! All right, let's just hear what he's got to say.
Is it all right if we ignored the tradition of asking for your father's permission first? Misty?
Yes! Yes, yes!
love, sweet love.
Excuse me. We were just hoping to get a male opinion on something.
Oh, I'd be happy to, honey. I lost my lines. I'd be happy to, honey.
Stan, when your knob isn't getting slobbed on a consistent basis, your
I'm sorry.
So you can tell me why you didn't tell me. First in.
You're gonna be gone next week. Why do I need to get to know you?
Yeah. Fuck you, Slater.
Why? Are you gonna go save her from the evil barbecue?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
This fucking door.
Hi, reset.
This is supposed to
Yeah, can you
How does this work?
Trust me, you're never gonna grow with that internet shit, okay? Time to Sarge. You ready? All right, let's go.
All right, one more time, slap me in the butt. It says slap me in the face.
Do the cool one.
Rocking that cradle, huh?
She's 19 and a half.
Cut. You ready, Marcus? Yeah. Action.
Okay.
Action. Say shit.
I wasn't able to. So,
Shit. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
You two?
Cut.
That's a cut.
It's more like Generation Capra Zeta's Jones suck on these nuts. What? I don't know.
look at me. It was a disaster from the start, all right? Her name's Stacy. I have nothing to go with that.
Asshole.
She didn't even pay attention to you. She was on TikTok the entire time. I know it. We all know it. So you need to just get your shit together, get off of this goddamn couch, and go and be a man.